I'm Features Director Melissa Lampert, and I'm having a party for the big game. I'm trying to figure out what snacks to serve. So I've gone the store-bought route before, and let's be honest, not great. But I do know who can help us. So I'm here today with Mary Graham. She is Santa Clarita's very own celebrity home cook, and she's going to be teaching me today how to make some easy game day chili.
So let's get started. Okay. Now listen, making chili isn't all that hard because you have a lot of leeway. It's not technical, and that's the best. The nice thing about pork sausage is it has fat already. If you notice, I didn't have to add fat to this dish.
Okay, sounds good. Just into some small pieces?
Into some small pieces. Okay. We're after trying to get it cooked, of course, pretty much all the way through. It doesn't have to, but as you go ahead and continue to chop that up, I'm going to add the other ingredients. Why we love to do homemade chili versus that canned stuff that doesn't taste always so good is that we can add a lot of fresh ingredients that have a lot of nice vitamins. We'll add some celery that gives you a nice crunch, and we'll add also some yellow squash. Vegetables hide really well in a chili. Now I wanted to show you something. See, you can buy, okay, you're in a hurry and you want your chili to be super easy.
Right.
You just go ahead and buy your onions already chopped, especially if you're having a party, because if you chop those, your pretty little eye makeup's gonna run down your face. Don't want that. Now, you can get red peppers chopped up. This is just your normal red pepper, but I actually like mini peppers. You know the little mini peppers you eat as appetizers?
Yeah.
We're gonna put that in today because it has a more consistent flavor. Now the spices we're using today, let's start out with the biggest one, is anjo chili. This is a pasilla or a poblano chili that's dried and then ground. You buy it in the grocery store, that is ANCHO, but just look for the darkest brown chili powder that there is. That is a tablespoon of chili powder. Yeah, and then a tablespoon of cumin, and then a half a tablespoon of smoked paprika. Now make sure you look on your labels of paprika because you don't want spicy, because that would be a lot of spiciness in there.
Okay.
And then a really nice ingredient is coriander. I consider it the neutralizer of cumin because cumin has a very strong astringent flavor basically, and then this coriander is just a little milder, so it melds together in a lot of Mexican cooking. So this combination of flavors we have going on here today is kind of a Mexican and then kind of the all-American chili. So now we're ready to go with a little bit of a pepper. It could be a bell pepper. If you like a lot of heat, you'd be putting in a serrano pepper. I'll show you one way I chop funny things. When I'm tired, I chop with my scissors like this.
Okay, I've done that before. I have done that, yes.
It works. It works really well on some ingredients in particular. So here we go. I'm gonna show you some ways to, cheat. Yes, Mary says you can cheat a little bit in cooking. I'm using a roasted garlic spaghetti sauce in my chili. Now, why is that? Because if you happen to watch competition shows, you'll hear them say, oh, the tomato wasn't cooked. Oh, the tomato didn't sit long enough. And what you really need is your tomatoes to not come from that can that has that tinny flavor where you would have to cook it off for a long time. But we are able to, through a glass of spaghetti jar, roasted garlic is my favorite for this type of chili. It will be able to add that richness without that tinny flavor, because we could have this ready in 20 minutes if we really wanted to, which is good.
Fast.
Okay, one more cheat. It is a can of chili beans.
Chili beans.
Okay, but think of all the nice nutrition we already put in, all the bright flavors of our own spices. So see, sometimes it's okay to cheat a little bit.
Yeah, and it's ways to boost your flavor without spending that extra time.
Perfect, yes, you definitely boost flavors. And now our black beans go in. But doesn't it already look like, you know, it looks pretty?
Yeah, it looks beautiful. It
Yeah.
smells great. And all I've had to do really is just stir as you've measured and added ingredients to it. So this is easy. This is something that I can do at home.
Yeah, this
definitely.
is definitely something you can do at home.
So tell me, Mary, we've talked about this a little bit. Why is homemade better than store-bought?
Well, you could almost answer that because you just tried some a store-bought chili, I have a feeling.
I did.
And it tastes kind of flat.
Kind of flat, a little bland, it just didn't have that zest.
Yes.
Right.
The zest comes, as I already showed you, in the vegetables and putting in your own seasoning. The nice thing about making your chili then is you get to make it exactly how your taste says. Perfect. So, hey, let's give it a taste right now. Now, mind you, the veggies aren't probably cooked quite all the way yet. We can turn it down low and simmer it for 20 minutes or something, but
That is really good.
it's tasting really pretty good right now. But occasionally you won't have it tasting this good right from the get-go. And so I'm going to show you just a couple tricks.
Okay.
Lime at the end of a dish is always very important. It perks everything up. Just a half a lime would probably do. You can stir that in a little bit. First, I want you to have a bite now with the lime juice in it.
Oh, right. the lime
And then the lime juice will burn off it slightly. But you notice that little bit of tart now? Then a tablespoon of ketchup. That's a cheat.
Really?
Yeah.
Ketchup.
What does it do? It enriches it, and it also adds a touch of sweet.
So Mary, I've heard so much about your salsa verde. I actually was looking at your website, amaryrecipe.com, and saw some great pictures. So tell me about your salsa verde here.
Thank you so much. I love it. Everyone loves it who has it. So I will show you. I don't know what you're familiar with some of these ingredients on here, so I'm gonna
Tell me what ingredients, what do we have here?
I'm gonna have you make it in here.
Sure.
You could use a blender, a small food processor, whatever works for you. First, we have the tomatillas. They come like this, so you can go ahead and put all the tomatillas. This would be about 2 cups. Then we want a chili. I have found that a serrano chili versus a jalapeno, even though it has more heat, it has a consistent heat level versus a jalapeno that can be really mild. Today, some of the jalapenos are so mild. You can go ahead and put the serrano. It's just a half.
Okay,
Now,
just a
if you-
half right
yeah,
here.
if you
Strap
like
that right in.
And then you can put all your green onions in. That's 3 green onions.
3 green onions, okay.
Then you're gonna have the 3 garlic. And then you do a blistered or charred poblano pepper, also known as a pasilla pepper.
Okay.
And all I've done is gone over to my gas stove. If you have electric, you have to do it under the broiler,
Okay.
which I think you just cut it in half and you put it under the broiler. It'll get the same char. And then you take a knife and you scrape it.
Oh wow, that
See?
easy, okay.
That's a charred poblano for you. And then
Okay.
you open it up. Some people like to work with gloves. I've never found that they affect my hands, and we go ahead and we scrape all those seeds off. So you can go ahead and put in the prepared charred poblano. Some of that charring is okay to leave on there.
Does it add some extra
Yeah,
flavor
adds
to
a
it?
little extra
or-
flavor and
Okay.
character.
Let's see.
We have a teaspoon of salt,
Teaspoon of salt, okay.
all in. And then about a cup of cilantro.
Okay.
We're going to taste it.
Okay, I like
Give it a
that.
try, just like everything else. This won't be that
Won't be
spicy.
too spicy, okay.
Watch.
That is good.
It's nice. I'm going to add a touch of lime to that.
And what does this do? What kind of
It
flavors is
perks
this gonna
up
add?
and brings to life.
Just like that?
Yes, the flavors in there, and it adds what they consider the acid. And in and almost every recipe, you want to make sure you have some acid. There, now we're ready to make some chips.
Okay,
Oh.
sounds good.
Good thing we waited to the end to make the chips. You know why?
Because otherwise we'd be eating them the whole time.
Oh, you're my girl. As a home cook, you always want to integrate some healthy ingredients into dishes. To up my health in this chip, One, I take a nice tortilla, and don't go get like the organic super soft corn tortillas. They don't work. They have more moisture in them.
They won't crisp up nicely.
You just want everyday. This is 80 tortillas for $1.99. Very inexpensive way to feed the gang who are watching the game day. You know, and so you cut them in eighths. Okay, here is something that most people don't do that I do. This is coconut oil.
I was gonna ask, what do we have
Half
in here?
and half is hot oil. It's half a vegetable oil or a canola oil. Don't use olive oil. Okay. Olive oil doesn't have the heat point. As you see, we don't really have to do much. You can swing them around now and then so the other side gets it, but you don't purposely turn over the chips.
Okay.
They just kind of take care of themselves, which is nice.
Okay, sure.
This is to have little chili bowls.
Oh my goodness, how cute! How cute is that?
Now the guys might want the nacho style. Actually, the guys will put chili in this one. The guys will want the chili in the cup with the salsa next to it, you know?
Definitely.
Yeah, it's not so cute. Make individual bowls for chili. You can do it out of bread. It's so great. Oh, just to show you what you do, look, I don't even have to cut it out.
Yeah, you can just pull the pieces
pull it out. You
say-
can just simply expect people to be dipping
in with their chips.
I bet you can do this at home all by yourself, huh?
I think I could, yeah. I was a little bit unsure of how much skill it would take to do this. This is all so easy.
It is easy.
It definitely is.
Hello.
Wow.
It looks really pretty, huh?
Amazing. Oh my gosh, that looks so good. So Mary, this all looks so great and it was so easy to make and we made it so fast. I can't even believe how easy it all was.
Let's dig in then.
Sounds good.
I'm gonna try this corn-studded chili bowl.
Try some chili and homemade tortilla
Okay,
chips
here goes a
here.
bite.
That is so good.